Hey there, glitter groupies, it's Demo Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and for this month's Video Kit Club, March Video Kit Club, you are going to be creating this gorgeous mermaid card, and this is a design by one of our fabulous designers and stamp creators, Beverly Cole. So here is the stamp set you are going to be receiving in this month's Video Kit Club, along with 2 brand new super thick embossing powders, a semi-transparent as well as opaque, and a brand new fantasy glitter. And last but not least, you know what I mean, you are going to be receiving one of these beautiful digi papers for your background. So that was done, that marble background finish here in your card. And it's part of a digi paper collection. So make sure you add that to your order. It's really simple. You have a color printer, you just print them out and you can make them bigger, smaller. It's super cool. And you're also going to be receiving 5 of these beautiful white paper flowers by Kaiser Crafts. So I hope you guys enjoy everything from this month's Video Kit Club. Comment below if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching and supporting all of our fantastic designers doing YouTube tutorials. And check us out on our Facebook page, the Sparkle and Sprinkle Creative Challenge, for a chance to win weekly prizes. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this month's Video Kit Club. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, it's Demo Donna here, back by popular demand for your March Video Kit Club. We are going to be using this gorgeous mermaid card by Beverly Cole, and the actual card design was inspired by Beverly Cole's submission for March as well, so I hope you guys love it. And then we are going to be using one of the papers from her beautiful marbled background paper set. We're going to be using this one here. So this is a digi paper collection. So the sheet that we're going to be using is going to be included in your kit, but if you love these papers as much as I do, you want to go ahead and add that to your order. All right, so to get started, we are going to take our our mermaid, and what I went ahead and did for you guys is we're going to use the digi, but she's pretty much the same size as the actual stamp itself, but this way you don't have to color it all. So these are going to be cut out for you, and what we've done here is we've separated the mermaid and her tail, and you'll see how the layout looks. It's going to be fantastic. We are using our brand new, this is Bluebird embossing powders, and we are going to first create a couple little backgrounds, and I'm going to take my coffee filter. So this is going to be on the back of our border that goes on our saying set. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Bluebird and go around the one layer there, speed up, you'll see it, and heat from the bottom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm going to do my all around here, and it looks so cool because it looks like splashes of water. So I absolutely love what Beverly did with this design. So inspirational. I hope you guys are enjoying all of our technique videos by our designers. It's been fantastic. So make sure you check them out. All right, once I've completed that, I'm going to set that aside, and we are going to ignore my puppy in the background, probably barking at the mailman. We are going to take our circle mermaid and do the same thing. Just a couple little splashes, a couple little sprinkles, they're going to look like splashes, of the Bluebird. And then we also have beautiful grape ice. These, like I said, are from our new super thick embossing powder collection, and they're brand new colors. They are exclusively found at Sparkle and Sprinkle, so make sure you check that out. All right, and then I'm going to heat that up from the bottom. I don't really want all of this on her arm, so before I heat this side, I'm just gonna scrape off the blue. I don't mind the clear, but I don't want blue blobs on her arm. All right, and now you've got cool little splashy wave effect behind your mermaid. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and just add a little bit down here on where the tail is gonna go. And I already put my Tear-ific tape behind here, so let's see if this works. It might not. All right there, so that's creating like a little bit of a splashy wave effect. Okay, and then your last part with your embossing powder is going to take your flower. So this is gonna take a little bit of hard work. So you're gonna be receiving, not really hard work, but you know, you're gonna be receiving 5 blooms. Some of them are a little bit more open than others. So what I did was I just went ahead and worked the petals and opened it up a little bit more. So you're gonna be receiving 5 of those white flowers, which are really pretty. Now you can use a dye ink if you wanted to touch this up, or you can use a spritzer, and you can also play with your embossing powder. So I am just going to sprinkle some of the super thick embossing powder in there, and they all come with a little metal which holds the whole flower together. And then I'm going to go ahead and heat set from the bottom. You can also use a tweezer if you want to protect your fingers. And that's just getting a little bit of the color in there, which looks cool and different. There we go. It melts much quicker in the flour than it does through the cardstock. And then I'm going to do the same with my purple one. I'm just going to pour a little bit of my purple in there. And heat set. As it all flies everywhere. All right, and then you've got a little bit of the blue and the purple that's gonna coordinate with your card inside of your paper flower, which is really fun. Okay, so next up, we are going to take, now that all of our embossing is done, really simple, and you got some embossing powder super thick in your kit last week too. You can always mix and match and add different colors. I just really wanted to go with the blue and purple theme. You are getting a brand new glitter in this kit, and it is the Fairytail glitter. Throw your cap on the ground. Brand new, super excited. I'm gonna take you can use your glue pen, or you can use your smooth precision pen. And you always wanna make sure your flow is good. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and she is a mermaid. If there's ever a time to have sparkly hair, I would say definitely mermaid time. So it would be really cool too if you wanted to bring in like another purple or a pink and just add in a couple other colors of glitter. Would be really fun. Or you can just do a very tiny bit. I'm gonna over glitter her, like I said, it's a mermaid. If There's no time to use a lot of glitter. If there is a time, a perfect time, now is the time. So now that I have glittered up her hair, throw that down, give it a little flick, and look at that. She's got some beautiful, sparkly, glittery hair. Set that aside. And then I am going to take the Aquamarine, which is really pretty, and we are going to add a couple little glitter touches to the tail. I'm just gonna do like a couple little dots over the scales on the actual stamp design, so it's not too heavy. There we go, and don't forget your cutout tail. There we go. And I'm going to just add a little bit. Ooh, looks so cool on top of the blue. There we go. See what happens when you live by the beach and you've got moisture in there? You get chunky glitter if you haven't played with it for a while, but that's okay. There's my tail. And here's my tail. You know what? I want to add a little bit more glitter here. There we go. All right, set that aside. Now I am going to take my stamp set, and I'm going to be using Missing You and Wishing You Were Here. So it's nice because these are separated, so you can do an innie and outie. You can do a Missing You on the outside of your card and the Wishing You Were Here on the inside. There's also another beautiful saying, or this would be a really fantastic, beautiful birthday card or thinking of you. We just haven't done a Missing You card in a long time, if at all, so I wanted to use this because I know exactly who I'm sending this to. And what I did is so this is going to be layered on my background here, and the background is a 2" by 4", and then the inside white piece is 1.5 by 3 3/4. So what you can do is you can either use one of your purple or blue embossing powders, a detail one, not the super thick, or I went ahead and used my VersaFine Clair. So I really like the way the Warm Breeze looks, as well as the Medieval Blue. So these don't come in your kit, but they are available at sparkleandsprinkle.net, so you can add them to your order if you'd like. And voila. And you can even sprinkle a little bit more embossing powder on them. And you know, I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna use the Grape Ice, just a little on the edge here. Just a little bit there and a little bit here. It's a very splashy, fun card. There we go. Oh, it helps if you keep it on there. But you know, sometimes you just throw it off first and then go to heat it. Ha! There we go. Just a very subtle, it's a transparent purple, super thick, which is really pretty. And now we are going to take our card. So your card base, which is nice, is a nice big 5.5 by 5.5. And then you are gonna layer on your first layer, which is going to be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And you get this beautiful dark purple paper in your kit. And I am going to set that about a 1/4 inch from the bottom, just like that. And then I'm gonna take this one here, and that's gonna go here. But before you add that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little hole punch, and I'm gonna figure out where I wanna put my flower, which will probably go right about here. So now I'm gonna take my hole punch, my crocodile, and punch a little hole. Because my flower is thicker, I wanted to punch a hole so therefore I can feed the wire through it and adhere it to the back. So I'm not trying to adhere this to the front of my cardstock. Now you're also gonna receive a little bit of tulle in your kit, and I am probably gonna use about, let me measure this. I'm gonna use about 4 inches. You can also use ribbon if you don't want to use tulle. And I cut that way too straight. I'm going to cut that at an angle. There we go. And I'm going to bunch it together on both sides. And then I'm going to take my flower, and I am simply going to twist the tulle around the metal wire that comes with the flower and fold it over. So I just did that. You can also tape it down and then punch your flower wire right through it, but that way you have a good secure hold. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick the metal wire through the hole that we punched and secure it down there. And then you can also take a couple glue dots if you really want it to stay in place and not move at all. But I'm just gonna go ahead, I'll remove all my Tear-ific tape on the back of this beautiful watercolor design designed by Beverly. Like I said, this is available. You can add that to your order. I'm gonna stick some more adhesive down so my flower doesn't go all over the place. It's nice and adhered. There we go. And then look at that. You don't really need any other thing to glue that down. It's nice and stuck down there. So this piece here, my watercolor digipaper, is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that a little over a 1/4 inch. I do it right about there. There we go. And set that down. Like I said, if you want to add a couple glue dots to the top to leave that right in place, you can do that. Now I'm going to take my Mermaid and add a little bit of Tear-ific tape. You can also use a glue dot if you want to pop that up. You've got your flower popped up, so if you want to pop up your mermaid, you definitely can do that. So we're going to go right about there with our mermaid. And then I'm going to take my seine here. And so this is a really fun kit. Use my Tear-ific tape. You're getting 2 super thick embossing powders and 2 glitters. One is brand new. Tear that down. Once again, you can use some pop dots if you want to pop this up. I'm not going to stick this down yet because my tail is going to be underneath it. But I want to go to feel on where, actually I'm going to adhere my tail to this. And as you can see, I rolled up my tail a little bit, so it's a little dimensional. There we go. And that's gonna go right under here. Right about there. And then my little tail doesn't have anything to stick to. That would have been a shame. Her tail fall off. Never a good day when your tail falls off. And we're gonna go right about there. There you go. You have your beautiful card using the brand new embossing powders. We've got a fun little technique with the embossing powder inside of the flower. We have the gorgeous digi paper. So fun. There's a lot of exciting things that our designers have done with this Mermaid stamp set, so make sure you check that out. You're going to be receiving the rubber, the really awesome digi pre-cuts, the digi paper, the flowers, the tulle, 2 embossing powders, and 2 glitters in this fantastic set. And make sure you check out the other stamp sets by Sparkle and Sprinkle this month. We have this beautiful Welcome Spring stamp set, and this is by Fred She Said. Just gorgeous, love it. And make sure you check out our blog so you can see all the fantastic things the designers have done. This is just so cute by Jan Mayhew. I mean, look at this tiny little mushroom and tiny little snail. They are literally the cutest stamp. You know those are gonna be on all my envelopes. So cute, check that out. And then just in time for Easter, we have Easter Parade stamp set, $9.45 by Jan Mayhew as well. These 2 guys are gonna look fantastic with flocking on them. They've already been some great posts by our designers, so check that out. And then we have a great digi for St. Patrick's Day. Really, really fun guy. Do I even have him over here? I don't. But check him out. He's awesome. You'll see him on the website. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month's video. Kit Club, a shout out to Beverly Cole for the fantastic design and beautiful stamp set. Have a wonderful March, everybody. Bye-bye.